Welcome to Cannes Lions 2016. My name's Alex Brownsell. I'm the editor on M&M Global.
And I'm Anna Dobby, and I'm really chuffed to be on this beautiful yacht this morning.
It is a lovely setting for the second of our daily shows here out in Cannes, and I'm very delighted to say that we're joined by two of the judges for this year's Cannes Lions Awards. We have Neslihan Olcay, who is the CEO of Maxus Turkey.
And Ann Stewart, who is the CEO of Maxus Canada.
Thank you very much both for coming. How are you finding it so far?
Well, exhilarating and inspiring, really. Well, we have seen a lot of work from all around the world, and we wouldn't see otherwise, I think, unless they are on a winner's list. So, well, it's been inspirational.
And for me, it's been a great enjoyment just to meet the different people from all over the world and have so much in common with them as we try to change the industry and try to do different things. So it's really quite exciting to be with everybody and see the great work that's happening.
What's the experience like of being in the judging room? I'm guessing you're locked away, they throw away the key for a couple of days and they just make you watch endless kind of case studies. But I mean, what are you sort of finding? What's interesting? Any themes you're noticing?
Well, it's been an intense experience, really, because we had to, all the jury had to judge more than 2,900 works from all around the world. So, yeah, it's intense, but it's not like that you're locked up. Or
It felt like it a couple of times. But it was very interesting in terms of all the work that we're seeing and the change that's happening with the work. And it used to be very innovative in itself, but now it seems like it's the programmatic world is making the data part of our world is really standing out as really innovative, good work. So it's very exciting to see that.
Yeah.
It does seem like, from my understanding, this is my first Cannes, but it did used to focus more on the kind of agency creative. Who do you think's owning creative these days?
From a media perspective, I think we're all doing it. Some of the work we saw was fantastic, and most of it came from the media agencies, which is a wonderful trend that we like to continue.
Programmatic.
Yeah, and programmatic lives within the media world, so it's very exciting that a lot of it comes from that.
And are you noticing then that kind of marrying of data and creativity is starting to happen? Because that seems to be one of the perennial conversations, isn't it? Is sort of data kind of almost the antithesis of creativity? But is that not necessarily what you're seeing in some of your case studies?
well, actually, we were all about consumer insights anyway. I mean, all through my experience, at least, working in a media agency. But obviously, we have now more data sources. And I think we started using data brilliantly. And I'm not only talking about big data, I'm also talking about the use of little data as well. So, yeah, that's a trend that we see all through the conversations we had, really.
And the other big trend we saw was the introduction of dynamic creative. So you're starting to see that consumer insight in the data, getting to delivering consumer creative that is really important to consumers rather than us pushing out stuff, which is great, which is going to have impact on creativity world very quickly. We're seeing it more and more.
So other than the judging, are you now finished with your duties? Yeah. So what are you looking forward to now over the coming days and the rest of the week? Any highlights that you're particularly anticipating?
Well, for me, it's the innovations days, and it started today actually, and it will continue until the end of tomorrow. So there are a couple of panels and talks that I'd like to attend. So that's basically innovation for me this year.
And what are you looking forward to most?
Well, it's so great for me to spend time with my global team. It's you get to see them very rarely, and it's such a pleasure to be with them. And they've organized so much activity for us, so it's fantastic. We're getting to go on yachts and boats. It's fantastic.
Like this one?
Yeah, like this one, yes.
Absolutely. And what's your Cannes survivors tip? We're here. It's pretty early in the morning. We're on a boat, which personally I'm finding quite challenging. But
And it's my first Cannes, as I say, so I really need some tips
yes,
for going
exactly.
forward.
What advice do you have for newcomers like Anna?
Great shoes to walk
I've learned
in.
that lesson already, one day in.
And lots of water is all I can say.
Yeah.
And sunscreen, right?
And sunscreen, that's right.
and you get lost and you don't see anyone you know around, just go to the gutter bar at the middle of the evening and you will obviously find someone you know.
That's right. And you're always late for things. That's no, there's no schedule.
But everyone kind of
Yeah,
gets somewhere there.
great.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I think we're looking forward to some interesting stuff today. I think Anna wants to go see Will Smith,
Oh,
who's due to be talking in the Palais.
If I can see the Men in Black, I'm going
Oh,
to see
yeah,
the Men in
yeah.
Black. I'm definitely keeping my sunglasses on for that session.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, both. It's been lovely having you join us in our lovely yacht environment, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival.
Perfect.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you for talking to us.
Appreciate it.